So I'm starting off at the top of her hair, and I'm going to be grabbing a small triangle section, as you can see here. I'm going to run my two fingers right through so that way I can create my 3 strands. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to grab this bright strand and keep it in my hand, grabbing, going over to the left strand and making that my new middle. And then I'm going over to my right strand and making that my new middle. So you have something like this going on. Now I'm holding everything into one hand, and I'm going to add hair to that outer strand. So grabbing a small section of hair here, I'm going to place that into my strand, holding that into place, grabbing that outer strand and making that one my new middle, and holding the other strand into place. I'm going to grab some hair and I'm going to add it to the outer strand, holding that into place, grabbing my outer strand, making that my new middle. Grabbing some hair here, placing it with that outer strand, holding it into place, grabbing that outer strand over here on this hand and making that my new middle, and placing the other one into my hand. So it's basically a circular motion here. So I'm going to add hair. See here, I'm grabbing hair from this side and placing it with my outer strand. I'm going to grab the outer strand from this hand and make that my new middle. Grab some hair, putting that into place with my outer strand, and then holding that into place. Coming over to the outer strand over here and making that my new middle, and holding this with that hand. Grabbing some hair and placing it with that outer strand, holding that into place, coming to this hand, grabbing this outer strand and making that my new middle. See, just like that. Now you could play around with it and get it nice and neat, so that way you don't have all this crazy hair flying all over the place, but doing the same thing. Grabbing some hair, placing it with my outer strand, holding that into place, coming to my other hand, grabbing the outer strand, making that my new middle, and holding that the new outer strand right into the hand. Let me fix her. Here we are. So I'm going to grab some hair, add it to the outer strand, hold that one into place, come over to this hand, grabbing the outer strand, making that my new middle. Grabbing some hair, placing it with my outer strand, holding that into place, coming over to my other hand, placing the outer strand into the middle, and holding the new outer strand with my hand. Grabbing some hair and placing it with my outer strand. I'm going to come over to the other hand and place that into the middle. I'm going to grab some hair, placing it with the outer strand, holding that into place, coming over to my other hand, putting the outer strand into the middle, holding that. There we go. I'm going to fix this. Okay. So I'm holding that into place, coming to my other hand, grabbing that, putting it in the middle. Coming over, grabbing some hair to my outer strand, just like that. Holding that into place, coming over here, putting that in the middle. Once you get comfortable enough, you can actually let that go and it'll stay into place. I know it looks a little bit complicated when I'm adding this over here, but once you get a little bit more comfortable, you can actually let this piece go and just let it be free, and then just grab it when you're going to add some hair. So here we go, holding it into place, coming over to this strand, making it my new middle, coming over here, adding some hair, and you continue this process pretty much until you get to the end. So once you get comfortable enough, you find your own way around it, and you find something that sort of works for you. Grabbing some hair. So we're getting pretty close to be done. Ooh. This is what happens when you have long hair. There we go. That's better. This could be my last piece here. Okay, so once you get to this point, you're just going to go ahead and finish it off with a normal 3-strand braid. Just like that. See? Now for the final touch, I like to come in and sort of loosen the knots a little bit. It plays a little bit better on the hair and sort of gives you a little bit more flattered look. There we go. So a little bit loose, not too crazy, not too much. But that is pretty much the end result. So here we go. Starts off, keeps going, and then it finishes off with a normal 3-strand braid at the end. And you can make it as tight as you would like or as loose as you would like. Once you find a more comfortable rhythm for you, it's a whole lot easier, I promise. And this is pretty much the end result. This is what you call an invisible braid. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it and that it was helpful for you. If you would like any more tips, please let me know down below. Also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. See you guys next time.